Are you looking for the best USB-C docks? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best USB-C docks on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Anker PowerExpand Elite Dock. If you need a ton of ports, Anker's PowerExpand Elite Thunderbolt 3 dock offers 13. With its Titan Ridge chipset, it is also USB-C compatible, and is a neat and compact vertical dock. The PowerExpand Elite can connect up to 3 external displays on Windows laptops only, as macOS doesn't support MST, multi-stream transport. This dock doesn't work with M1/M2 Macs, but is suitable for older Intel-based Macs. The HDMI plus 1 Thunderbolt/USB-C port would connect 2 displays, 4K at 60Hz for Thunderbolt laptops, while the third external display would use one of the USB-C ports, 4K at 30Hz. Unless your display has a USB-C connection itself, you'll need an adapter, not included, using the Thunderbolt and USB-C connections. One seemingly minor feature that we love is the easy-to-reach on-off switch, which will help save energy, prolong your device's battery, and stop the dock getting too warm when left unused overnight. Both USB-C ports are Gen 2 at 10 gigabits per second, or some docks boast just 5 gigabits per second C-type ports. 13 ports sync 40 gigabits per second to TB laptop, 10 gigabits per second to USB-C. Thunderbolt and USB-C. 85 WPD. Number 2. Ugreen Revodok Pro 13-in-1 Triple Display Docking Station. This USB-C dock looks more like a hub but has all the firepower of a docking station, except for a separate power supply. You need to power the dock with your own USB-C charger, preferably at 100W or more. Check out our recommended best USB-C chargers for options. Measuring just 4.8 inches, 12.2 centimeters long, this is as compact a dock as you'll find and is easily portable, although don't forget that extra wall charger you need. Its 13 ports are impressive. There are 3 display ports, a single DisplayPort 1.4 and 2 HDMI 2.0 ports. In any order, these support dual 4K external monitors at 60Hz for Windows laptops plus a third at 30Hz, but only one 4K at 60Hz for Mac or 3 Mac displays that are mirrored rather than extended. There are 6 fast USB ports, 1 fast 10 gigabits per second USB-C, 1 pass-through charging 100W USB-C, 2 fast 10 gigabits per second USB-A and 2 able 5 gigabits per second USB-A. On top of that, there's gigabit Ethernet and SD and microSD card readers, only 104 megabytes per second UHSI rather than faster 312 megabytes per second UHS-2, but still appreciated for inexpensive portable storage. 13 ports sync 3x display. 10 gigabits per second USB-C. 100 WPD. Number 3. Anker Prime Charging Docking Station. This is a great combination of dual display docking station and desktop USB charger, with the highest power USB-C charging ports that we've seen on any dock. On top of the 100W to the connected laptop, there are 2 100W USB-C ports and 1 12W USB-A. Maximum power output is 160W, so you can't use all that power at the same time, but you can prioritize power distribution by individual port or use smart mode to automatically allocate optimal charging power to each port based on the connected device's requirements. As a dock, it's no slouch either. There are 2 downstream 10 gigabits per second USB-C ports and 1 10 gigabits per second USB-A, as well as 3 much slower 480 megabits per second USB-A at the back of the dock, where you'll also find a gigabit Ethernet port and the 2 HDMI 2.0 ports that support 2 4K external displays at a 60Hz refresh rate. For Windows laptops that support DisplayPort Alt mode, each of these displays can be in extended mode, so show a different image to the laptop's own screen. But for Macs, which don't support multi-stream transport, you can have 1 external display or 2 in mirrored mode, showing the same image on each. Powerful charging ports. Fast data ports. Up to 2 4K at 60Hz. Compact and lightweight. Number 4. Baseus Spacemate 11-in-1 Docking Station. Physically, this is a nice compact, well-made dock, standing 4.5 inches high and sitting square with about 2.5 inches on a side. It has a handy braided USB-C cord built in, which measures about 2.5 feet along. It's probably too big to tuck into your backpack, but you might feel differently. This dock does not include a power brick, so your laptop's charger can be plugged into an input port, accepting up to 100 W. The Baseus Spacemate 11-in-1 docking station offers the possibility of connecting three 4K displays at 4K resolution, but only at 30 Hz apiece. If your laptop is DSC enabled, you'll be able to connect three 4K displays at 30 Hz, or two at 60 Hz. If you don't have DSC, you'll be able to connect two 4K displays at 30 Hz or one at 60 Hz. Note that the Mac version of this dock supports a maximum of two displays, 4K/60. Ports include a 10 gigabits per second USB-A and USB-C port on the front of the dock, although neither supports charging. On the rear, you have the choice of using either HDMI or DisplayPort 1.4 for your first connection, then HDMI and DisplayPort for your second and third display connections. On the rear you'll find a 3.5mm headphone jack, gigabit Ethernet, and a pair of USB-A ports, one port at 480 megabits per second and the other at 10 gigabits per second. The dock includes a button to lock your screen. It also includes several LEDs on the front of the dock to indicate that you've plugged devices into various ports, such as a cable that's connected to the dock's HDMI and DisplayPort ports. Well designed, compact. Unique screen lock button and icons. Two 4K displays at 60 Hz. Attractive price. Can power 3 displays. Number 5. EZQuest USB-C Hub Docking Station. The EZQuest Ultimate Plus USB-C Multimedia Hub will be useful if you own a display with a VGA port. It also boasts two HDMI ports, and supports one 4K at 60 Hz and one 4K at 30 Hz via HDMI. The VGA port is limited to 1080p HD. The compact dock also features 4.5 gigabits per second USB-A ports, gigabit Ethernet and card readers, although these are slower UHSI. Like the Ugreen dock, it requires a USB-C charger for power and can pass through up to 85 W to the connected laptop, but connects via slower 5 gigabits per second USB-C. USB-C laptop compatible, works with Thunderbolt laptops at lower bandwidth. Compatible with USB-C Windows tablets. USB-C to the host, 5 gigabits per second. 85 W PD charging. 1x HDMI 2.0, 4K at 60 Hz to USB-C and TB laptops. 1x HDMI 1.2, 4K at 30 Hz to USB-C and TB laptops. 1x VGA, 1080p HD. 4x USB-A, 5 gigabits per second. Gigabit Ethernet. SD card reader, UHSI, 104 megabits per second. Micro SD card reader, UHSI, 104 megabits per second. 3.5mm analog audio in and out. Requires USB-C power supply.